All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to start knocking out some of these old Dokkan Frontier mode stages that I just have not gotten around to yet. So I did do these stages while I was kind of out and about today with a lot of like appointments and stuff. So a lot of this is just basically screen recorded footage for when I was out and about. So I just want to be very upfront and forward about that. But this is indeed my own gameplay. This is what we did here to try to beat these stages, beat all the missions and all that stuff. So in this video, we will knock out the remaining nodes from the current map we're on. I believe it's map 4 that we're doing. So I think it's nodes 12 through 14 or all of these. So we're going to knock all the missions out, right? We're going to complete everything here. We did not really get like all the special dialogue stuff as we were kind of going through, because I kind of jumped in and I was just like, all right, dude, let's just use some of these like heavy hitter teams and just try to clear these stages, clear these missions out, right? So here in this first stage here against a Ginyu Goku, we ended up jumping right in with like the Ginyu Force, because if you guys don't know, you know, if you haven't really delved too deep into like the Dokkan Frontier realm, Team Ginyu is such an incredible unit in this mode. He is like crazy good. So just running like the Ginyu Force is such an easy way to like almost bulldoze through a lot of the Dokkan Frontier modes, at least up to this current point, right? I can't speak for the later stages that have already been around for a little while, that a lot of people have probably already started to take on, a lot of people might struggle with. I'm sure there's better units to use for those, but right now, I mean, look at, dude, Ginyu is just absolutely tearing this stage up, right? Like, he does so much damage comparative to like everybody else. So what we're going to do is just we're going to knock through all of these here. Again, we are completing all of the missions, even like the bonus stage. I want to knock through that too, so that way we can really just like show everything that we've done here, right? To show that we've gotten through all these stages here. Okay, so we boosted the intensity state. We're losing a little bit of ki. Not really a big deal with this team because they're so synergistic. They still have enough ki. Like, even with like losing ki, we're still good. Yep, so he's going to super attack Raccoon again. Raccoon with Guldo, unfortunately they don't dodge, so they get sealed every time, which kind of sucks because one, they got the type advantage, so they do get stronger every time they get hit. But a lot of times Guldo and Raccoon are here just to be like that wall, because they are so defensive, they're so strong that like you throw them in slot 1, they can take those hits, and then you just let Ginyu kind of just fire off the Milky Cannon, dude, and he just obliterates. Like, look at this dude. He's going nuts. Unfortunately, no additional super there, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's see. Yep, obliterated. Done. And that stage is complete. Yeah, but you just can't tap into it because you are not a true Saiyan. All right, so that completes that node there. Yeah, so that was node number 12. We're jumping into node 13. So we'll do 13, 14, and the 14 TAC one here as well. Here I was looking at this because there are missions to complete with a Krillin, but it's the awakened version of Krillin, which you don't get his like awakening medals until node 15. So it's very odd, but I know the missions were added later on, so we'll come back to these missions again and put Krillin on the team. We'll get those like skill orbs and stuff like that. Like I here, you know, I was just kind of looking around and I was like, well, we did have this Krillin. I guess that Krillin didn't count, right? So I was looking around and I'm like, did we ever awaken that Krillin? I'm like, no, probably not, because he's right there, right? And we just haven't done node 15 yet to be able to get his awakening medals. So one of my biggest things was wondering, does he have to be actually awakened to get the mission done? Or could you just throw him in there pre-awakening and still do it, right? The answer is you do have to awaken him first, because I did go back and I did try it at some point, right? And it just doesn't work. So you have to actually do node 15, get his awakening medals, and then go back to these stages to get those EX skill orbs. All right, so looking at this, there is a special condition here to beat this node 13 within 5 turns. So we are going to make sure that we do this mission here for sure as well. So we're going to, yeah, we got to use specific character, right? So the Vegeta and Goku, or the Vegeta exchange into Goku, he has to be on the team. So we'll end up building a team here that does have him on there. For this one, I do want, oh yeah, we just gotta switch over here, get rid of those guys. Then we just end up throwing this guy on there, throw the Namek Goku on there, of course, and then fill out the Ginyu team again. Like I'm telling you, the Ginyu team is crazy. And at this point, I was like, oh yeah, we'll just jump in. We'll do this again. Maybe I should, I was like, maybe I should put the actual, like the Saiyans in the first team. That way we get some of the special dialogue. But I was like, you know what? You're supposed to beat this mission fast. I want to just knock it out. So we're going with the exact same strategy here. You throw Rakuma Goldo up front. You let Ginyu just absolutely obliterate there in that second slot. And then you let Jason Birder kind of do the dodging in the back. So here we go. Yeah, dude, they just... And when they're not sealed, because they were sealed last fight, they're not sealed in this fight. So they're going to actually be doing some good damage. Like, look at that, man. Crazy. Some of these nodes just get absolutely obliterated by this Ginyu team. I'm telling you, dude, they are like the cheat code for Dokkan Frontier. At least like in this point in the earlier stages, for sure. Like Ginyu Force just destroys everything. Like, look at that, dude. Jace is already done. Now we got the second phase here. So remember, we have to beat this one pretty quick. It should be within, was it within 5 turns? So we're kind of looking at this here. We're at level 1 intensity state. Still nothing really that we're worried about. So we're just going to stay here with the Ginyu Force team and let them just kind of rock this, man. We're just going to let them roll. Yep, so then he attacks again. And at this point, I was like, oh, please don't stun. And it didn't. So I was like, okay, no stun, no seal. I was like, you're screwed now, Jace. Thanks for that. Yeah, and then when we hit him, we're raising his attack, but we are lowering his defense, which is good because, again, we've got Captain Ginyu, who's going to do some crazy stuff. He has type advantage against this version of Jace. So he's going to obliterate this guy, man. I'm telling you, Captain Ginyu's crazy in Frontier. Like, look at that. He just absolutely melts his HP bar. And the more and more supers you give this guy, the stronger he gets, too. So it's like, he's a wild card in here. And yeah, there you go. And this is going to finish off Jace right here. So really no problem in finishing it off within the time limit, right? Or within the turn limit. So there you go. That one's done. Okay, so that did clear out that node right there. So that is node number 13 complete. And there we go, node 14 unlocked. So, okay, so we are starting off here, right? The only thing is I forgot to turn on my sound at this point. I was, again, a lot of like appointments this morning and things like that. So I was trying to do this kind of in between, waiting around and doing all that. And I definitely forgot to turn the sound back on here. So bear with me because the sound will come back for this stage here. So we need to beat this without getting hit. So the best way to do that is get a bunch of dodging style characters. So we're going in here with Ginyu. We're going in here with the Manga Frieza. And we're going in here with Jason Birder. Now that's because the Manga Frieza and the Jason Birder are very good at dodging. The Ginyu himself, again, is like the cheat code, man. He's very, very strong. So we want to keep him in here. We want him running in this biz, right? So, okay, so he's attacking in slot 2 and 3. So this is where we've got these guys set up. Is we're going to keep them linked up with Ginyu. He's going to stay up front doing all the attacking. And then really, all you're looking for is some good RNG here. Dodging, right? You just need to dodge. And if you don't have the manga Frieza, you can bring the new, like the Dende that they give you, the free-to-play Dende, because he dodges, right? You throw him on the teams, he's going to dodge and weave. The like AGL Vegeta can do a lot of dodging as well. So you can kind of play with that team too. Maybe have like Dende, maybe have AGL Vegeta, maybe have like the LR, name it, Goku. We got the sound back now. So this is now we're going to start hearing the actual gameplay. But yeah, so this right here is like, okay, we just need to get through like a phase, right, without getting hit and just let Ginyu do his freaking thing, dude. So Ginyu has already done a lot of damage. My thought here was to, as soon as this phase is over, as long as we weren't hit, use the three charge swap into the other team, because we've got some type advantage. We've got some strong characters. So I wanted to try to just swap over to them and let them just kind of run everything, right? So what we're going to do here, now we survived that turn. Nobody got touched. Now that we're intensity level 1, we are losing ki and we can't use super attacks. So we definitely don't want to keep this team around, right? So we're going to use the 3 charge. We're going to exchange here into the other group.
No, this can't be happening. Jace couldn't have been defeated so easily. We're going to end this right here, right now.
Okay, so now we basically just want these guys to do as much damage as they can. Now I'm trying to think about who could do the most here. So we're going to run this. Now, ideally, what we could have done was put the Vegeta and Goku in slot 1, dropped a lot of those it key spheres down and gotten the Ultra Super with the Namek Goku, which is probably the smarter play, probably the easier play, the less like stressful play. But we didn't do that. we obviously didn't do that. So we just jumped in. We kept him in slot 1. He did not get additional super off, right? Because he wasn't hit or anything like that. So this is where I was kind of like, oh no, we might have actually just messed this up and tripped to the finish line. But Vegeta here, getting the additional super attack, getting the crits, made this like perfect, right? So there you go. That's the stage beat.
I did it. I turned him into a frog.
That right there's the stage beat without getting hit. So it was literally as simple as that. So all it takes is a little bit of RNG in that first phase. And as long as you don't get hit in that first phase, you just swap to the next group with that additional charge. Like the 3 charge swap to give them additional like attack and defense boost. And they just crush, dude. They absolutely crush. And I forgot to pick this up. So we went ahead and did that too. So now we just got to beat this, right? And there are going to be a bunch of different like node missions here for this one as well. This is going to get us the special sticker for Ginyu. So it looks like clearing the stage, clearing it with a specific character leader, all 5 types, and then special conditions. So when we looked at these here, basically it was the leader being the Tech Ginyu Force. Yep. So we got this guy right here, the LR Tech Ginyu Force. Then the next one, all 5 types. So we just had to build out between the 2 groups, all 5 types, right? Very simple. We can definitely do that. Super extreme doesn't really matter. And then to beat it under special conditions is to beat it within 4 turns, I believe. 4 turns? Yeah, 4 turns. So we're definitely going to take those on as well. And we are going to crush this. All right, now it's time to build our team out here. So we just got to figure out a team where the Tech Ginyu Force is going to be a leader, right? Then we basically just need to build out all typings and then beat it very, very fast. So without knowing what this stage really entails, I'm going to assume that it's a little bit difficult, right? I'm assuming it's a difficult stage because it is like one of the bonus stages. So here we've got the Tech Ginyu Force as the leader. Obviously, Captain Ginyu's going to be there with Rakuma Gold, though, to kind of bring it up there. Absolutely crush it, dude. And then we're just trying to fill out the team with all typing. So now we just need a physical type. And really, there's no good physical type Namek Saga characters right now. So looking at this here, I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to throw the full power freeze on here with the Super Easy A. Whatever, dude. We're going to do this. And now there's nothing in here that says, like, you can't get touched, right? It's not a completed without getting hit. It's not a don't lose a character kind of mission. So in this, we're just going balls to the wall. We are going to try to knock through this very, very fast and see what we can do, because I know this is going to be very tough. Okay, so he is going to start targeting whoever has the lowest defense when he's 70% or less HP. So that is going to be very scary, right? So we're going to want to beat this dude very fast, right? He's going to get a lot stronger. He is going to start focus attacking certain people. So, I mean, this setup right here was actually perfect with the way that the attacks fell out, because we can protect the type disadvantaged tank Ginyu force here. So right now we've got Rakuma Goldo up front, right? They did take a pretty decent hit, right? But they are very defensive again. And the more they get hit, the more defensive they do get. So they are going to be like the prime #1 slot 1 runner here that we're going to want. The only issue is going to come with once we get the Vegeta down below 70%, it's not going to matter, right? Because he's going to target whoever has the lowest defense on the team, which is kind of scummy. If you were to ask me, man, that is a like really scummy ability to have. But it does allow us to manipulate him just a little bit, and you're going to understand what I mean in the next turn here. So as we kind of do this with Ginyu here, letting him just kind of roll through. Look at that, man. We've already crushed through half of his HP in one single turn, right? Remember, there is a mission to beat this within 4 turns, so we're trying to do this very fast as well. Now, we can't dodge. Intensity state, we can't dodge. He is going to target whoever has the lowest defense. So at this point, we definitely want to make sure that we check and see what character has the lowest defense. So we've got Rakuma Goldo here, we've got Ginyu, and then obviously, I'm sure you could have guessed it, it's going to be the Tech LR Ginyu Force. So what we're going to do is put him in the very back. That way, we can get everybody to attack before they have a chance to get hit, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this, roll this here. Ideally, you could beat Vegeta right here, right now, without losing a single person. Because if we had a turn like we did the very first turn, we'll blow him away. We will. Like, he'll just be absolutely obliterated before he has a chance to do anything. Now we're going to let Ginyu kind of do his thing here. Again, there you go, man. Absolutely just, I'm telling you, I will say it over and over again until it becomes not true, because I haven't played the later stages yet, but Ginyu, Captain Ginyu is just a damn force in this entire run, man. He is crazy. In this video, he is absolutely the MVP. Now, if these guys can crit and get an additional super, we're good. And unfortunately, that did not happen, right? So they do get hit. They do get hit with that super right out of the gate. Obviously, they're going to get blown away. They are done. Everybody else is going to take the hits. Vegeta is very, very juiced up now at 200% attack. And of course, there they all go. Ginyu Force done. But we jump in here. We still got our second team to go. And like I said, there is nothing that says you can't lose characters. There's nothing that says you can't get hit. It's just to beat it within the turns. Have the type characters. Have that one leader character. So the whole team being dead doesn't affect the missions whatsoever. Now, obviously, the Frieza is going to have the lowest defense. So all we really need to do is take down Vegeta with what little HP he has left before he gets a chance to attack Frieza. And again, you get to manipulate him just a little bit by putting that guy who has the least amount of defense in the very back, because then everybody gets a turn before Vegeta can attack him. See, there it is right there. So that is kind of the way to kind of play around this. So you just gotta really think about some of these strategies before you jump in, right? This whole survival mode, Dokkan Frontier, is all about strategy, timing, and a little bit of RNG kind of play here. So as you can see, Vegeta was not able to do the finishing blow, but Goku here will be able to, and even if he didn't, Frieza would have at least gotten a turn to take out what little HP Vegeta would have had left. Ginyu Force doing the brunt of the work, but they absolutely crushed it. Like, this team just blew it away, right? And that's it. That one's done. So that does complete all of those node missions, right? So every single one of those missions have now been completed. All of those stages are completed. We can go ahead and pick these up now. We are done with these nodes 12 through 14 and the bonus node of 14.1. And that's everything. So if you guys did stick around to this video, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. We will take on every other mission here, every other node for Dokkan Frontier here in the upcoming videos. But that does it for this one. So let me know if you guys were able to beat all the missions in nodes 12 through 14 and 14.1. And if it gave you any trouble and the teams you guys used. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time.
Soup!